Hey, I'm Zach, and we're learning I'm Fine by Ashe. The song is in the key of A, and it has 3 parts. It has 2 guitar parts that are a picking guitar part, and then a guitar part in the chorus that's just strumming the chords. I tabbed out the guitar parts for this song, and it's in the description of this video. So go download that link and follow along with me. The first guitar part is in the intro, and it goes into the verse, and this is how it goes. Okay, so the first chord is A, and we're going to play the 6th fret on the G string, and then we're going to bar the E and B string on the 5th fret. Okay, so that's the first chord, and you just pick the G string, B string, E string, and then back down. So it just goes up and then back down. And it does that pattern for all the chords. So the first chord is A major. The second chord is going to be E major. So we're going to play the 4th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the B string, and then on the high E string, also the 4th fret. You can play it like this. This is coming out of a D shape, so if you took a D chord and then just moved it up 2 frets, you know, D, D sharp, E, now you're playing an E chord. You could play it like this, or you could bar the 4th fret and then just put your middle finger down here. Okay, and then the next chord is C sharp major, and that's the 6th fret on the G and B string, and then on the high E string, you're gonna play the 4th fret. And then for the D chord, the last chord, you're just gonna slide this whole thing up 1 fret. So C sharp to D. And what they're doing is they're picking the top halves of the chords. So for this A chord, the first chord, this is coming out of this A chord. So this is a A bar chord on the 5th fret, and this is a E shape. So what that means is you take an E chord down here, and you just slide it up, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. So now you're playing an A chord, but it's the same shape. You're just sliding it up and then barring. And then what you're doing is taking this whole A chord and dropping the bottom half and just playing the top half. So this is, okay, so that's a E shape, but it's an A chord. And then for the E chord, it's the same thing. I kind of explained how this is a D chord, and then you just slide that up to, now you're playing an E chord, so D, D sharp, E. And then for the C sharp and D major chords, you're taking an A shape, and then doing the same thing, A, A sharp, B, C, C sharp. And now you're playing a C sharp major chord, and then just picking the top half of it. And then sliding it up, and now you're playing D major. Okay, so that's the intro and like the first half of the verse. And then for the pre-chorus, the chords change. It goes G major, F sharp minor, D, and E. So I'll walk you through those 4 different chords. So for the G major, you're gonna play the 7th fret on the G string, the 8th fret on the B string, and the 7th fret on the E string. And they do the same thing. And that's also a D shape, right? So D, and they're just sliding that all the way up to the 7th fret, and now you're playing a G. F sharp minor, you're gonna slide down 1 fret, and you're gonna put your middle finger on the 6th fret, your ring finger on the 7th fret, and your first finger on the 5th fret. And then D major, we already know this one. And then for E major, you're gonna slide it up 2, so D, D sharp, E. And that's the little pre-chorus that happens before the chorus. Again, you should really download the tabs in the description of this video, because I mapped it all out for you. You can see the frets and the strings and everything, and you can see all the parts and sections of the song laid out. So definitely download those tabs. And then the last part of the song that I'm going to teach you is the chorus. So the chorus, they don't do the picking pattern anymore, and they just kind of play whole notes. So the chords are A, E over G sharp. So we're going to play an E chord, but with a G sharp in the bass. There's a couple different ways to play this, but you play like A, and then G sharp over E, then F sharp minor to E, to D, to C sharp, to B minor, to E. Now I know that's a lot of chords, but really what's happening is they're just walking the bass notes down. So A, in the key of A, they're just taking the major scale and walking it down. So A, G sharp, F sharp, E. And then when you get to the 2, you're just playing an E chord, 2, 5, and then repeating the pattern. And again, this is all mapped out in the tabs. So download the tabs and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So E, you could also play this up here. Okay, so that's the chorus, and you already taught you the other 2 parts of the song. So yeah, again, download those tabs in the description of this video, and you can get the chords and follow along with everything I'm doing. Thanks.